Right, so as long as I'm in my secret location with just the camera and its on-built mic and no additional lights beyond what this room provides, I thought I may as well continue doing reviews. And oh wait, hang on, you already know that because I've been doing that for, well, I've been doing a variation on that intro for as long as I've done these videos, and I've forgotten how many of these I've done. But on with the review proper. It's something from the Great Outdoors, which is a little superstore which I believe is local to where I'm staying at the moment. I don't think they've got branches anywhere else, but I've decided to buy a whole load of things from them. I can't reach around the camera properly, so I'll just have to lift it up with one hand, bring this hand over, and just dump it all like so. Let's just get that a bit out of the way. So what have we got first of all? Well, we've got a bowl, enamel. Yep. Good enough to eat your food off. We've got a plate, enamel. Good enough to eat your food off. We have a pair of binoculars, 8x21, because why not? I might want to do some kind of bird watching, or if I go out adventuring and want to take photos with this here camera, I might want to scout the location out with something that gives a bit more zoom than what I'm using right now, which is my wide angle. I also obviously have a not so wide angle lens. I've also got a telescopic lens, but to be honest, that telescopic lens is a bit naff, and I'd still rather have something quite light like that to move around and so on and so forth, rather than hefting the camera up to my face all the time. What is this? What is this? What is this? It's exactly what it says on the tin, on the can. It's a steel cooker and nesting cups. So it's obviously made out of steel. I obviously need to take this stuff off. It tells you that you can grill with it, that it's made out of stainless steel, and that it's a single wall of insulation. We know that green... You know that green steel bottle your grandpa took fishing? I called him grandpa, and he never went fishing. He, actually, now that I think about it, I can't actually remember much of what my grandfather's hobbies were. Listening to music? He has obviously been dead a few years, I'm afraid, so I'm sort of forgetting certain things, but I can't recall him having much hobbies beyond music, to be honest. That was his passion. Just as a little bit of a side note, I'm doing this just after a workmate has recently passed away, so perhaps I'm not necessarily in the best frame of mind and things coming back to haunt me at random and so on and so forth, but that would be a story for another time. Anyhow, you remember that green steel bottle your grandpa took fishing? Well, that was basically a thermos flask that they're referring to, which is basically a much taller thing than this, and included a glass lining on the inside to help keep whatever was inside it nice and hot and warm and so on. Whether that was soup, yeah, mostly soup. Alternatively, it may have been soup laced with whiskey in some people's cases. Or it might have just been to keep things cool, such as, I don't know, soup. Or alternatively, something like Coca-Cola. Anyhow, how you use this once you've got all of this stuff off, you can see here that there's some measuring stuff. So you can, play it by ear, play it by eye, see how much you want actually in. The company's name is actually on there. And you can see on the top of the lid there's some vents. So how you use this, you can basically hold it out like so, presumably while you've got some gloves on or something, and just sort of heat it up like so over a fire, or just more sensibly put it down on the fire. Remember to put a glove on and then pick it up like so, because if you don't have a glove on, you're gonna burn your skin off, aren't you? And of course you can pick it up like so, or pick the lid off like so, and we have two green cups that you can use the non-existent thermos with. But you can see on the inside here, the measuring bits are still on the inside, so you can sort of still play it by eye by looking at them that way. Just to show how well designed this is, you can put it on like so, you can put that on like this, and obviously that'll stop it from getting lost when it's in transit. You're not obviously going to put whatever you're putting in here to cook in there to cook and then just turning it up like that, because that would make no sense. But obviously you've got these rather nice thick cups. Yeah, these are not going to be broken by hand, that's for sure, not unless you've got a grip like the the Incredible Hulk or something, just put your fingers in and go crack. But yeah, that's quite nice. Solid plastic. Writing on the bottom, the company's name and so on, various different languages telling you that it's dishwasher safe, I assume, serial numbers, and so on and so forth. I don't have anything else here, just receipts. And the Place de Resistance. Wait, is that actually a word or have I just made it up? Pièce de Resistance. Where did I get Place de Resistance from? I must be going senile. Right. Here's the thing, if you are going camping, and you're going long-term camping, you're going to need supplies with you. Now, the one bad thing about canned food is that it's in a can. It's also a very good thing because the can keeps it nice and safe and will protect it from getting exposed to the elements and therefore getting horribly infected by God knows what. Now, these obviously aren't as secure as cans, but they do the same job of keeping them safe from whatever might be going around at the time. Obviously they're as tough as I can, but they're also much thinner, okay? In the same space that presumably would have taken up, say, 3 cans of soup. Seem to have a thing about soup today. Yeah, if we had 3 cans of soup in the same space, then we'd have 3 cans of space. 3 cans of space? With 3 cans of space in the same can. Yeah. All 3 cans in the same space as all of that. So, that means I can get more meals and whatnot. It's a bit pricey, but £3.99 is about the same as you would get for, say, a can of this same sort of stuff. And we have in here all-day breakfast, beans and a rich tomato sauce with succulent pork sausages, bacon and omelette. And we have beans and burgers, beans with burger bits, and diced potato in tomato sauce. We have chili con carne and rice, which if you can't guess is chili con carne and rice. So that's minced beef with tomatoes, red kidney beans, onion, peppers, in a cayenne and cumin sauce with long grain rice. Yeah, I've never been too sure how to pronounce that word. Cayenne? Cayenne, is that it? Cayenne? Something along those lines. And we have vegetable curry and rice, which is mixed vegetables and pulses in a medium spiced curry sauce, together with long grain rice. Yum! And here we have vegetable chili, mixed vegetables in a chili sauce and a whole grain brown rice. And here we have beans and sausages, that old classic, which means beans and rich tomato sauce with succulent pork sausage again. So is that just, didn't I already have something like that? Very first one? Yeah, the first one was the all-day breakfast, which was basically the same as that, but with a bit more to it. I've got 3 more to go. We have pasta bolognese, con chili pasta and minced beef in a rich tomato sauce with infused with garlic, basil and oregano. Over here we have chicken tikka and rice, chicken pieces and rich tomato and coriander sauce with long grain rice, and we have meatballs and pasta, because we've got to have some variation, don't we? Beef meatballs in an Italian style tomato sauce with con chili pasta. Now you might have gotten the idea that I actually like my chicken tikkas and bolognese and chilies and whatnot. Truth be told, I'm not really fond of chili at all. I can manage to eat it, and not that much of a fan of a curry either. But the reason I bought all of these different variations was, beyond this, there was also, I believe, chocolate pudding and at least one of the dessert. But I've never really been one for dessert, to be honest. As I get older, you know, the actual proper meal itself, as we get those into shot, is more than enough for my liking. But these are basically the entire range as I saw them in the shop that day. So, obviously, some mileage may variant, or something along those lines. Mileage may vary, that's the word. Words. I can't English today. Yeah, some mileage may vary given on the different things. We're just going to the meatballs and pasta as an example. It's going to give you the nutrient information there. Let's just try to get that in focus. There we go. The camera focusing quite quickly for once. The energy, the fat, saturates, of which fat, saturates and fibre, protein, salt, carbohydrates and sugars, and so on. The instructions are basically the same on the back here. There's 2 main options for when you are out and about camping. You can place the unopened pouch in boiling water on a suitable camping stove, heat for 7 to 8 minutes, drain away water and allow it to cool for 1 minute. Eat the contents from the pouch directly, or decant into a suitable bowl. Caution, pouch and contents may still be hot. Alternatively, open pouch and empty contents into a suitable saucepan and heat thoroughly on a camping stove. Now I suppose there's also absolutely no reason why you couldn't really live off this stuff, you know, in your own home, but presumably also be much easier to store, just as it's easier to store this stuff in a backpack rather than cans in a backpack. Yeah, maybe not, but who would actually want to do that? Possibly not even me. Oh, I just realised the design here. If you look at the designs here, on at least the back and yes, the front as well, that is all the contours that you'll get on a map showing the various different, what's the term? Topographical features? No, that's not it. Cartography map? Well, it's just basically the different heights and layouts of the land. I can't remember the proper term. If I can remember when I'm editing, I'll put the name up here. If you can remember and I haven't put it up, or I have put it up and I got it wrong, or if I have put it up and you just want to show how clever you are, then say so below in the comments. So, that is 11 minutes of filming. I don't particularly feel like doing all of this in one video, so I think what I may do over the coming month or so is a series of review videos on each one of these. Best before date, sometime in 2019, the 5th. I'm assuming that's supposed to be the 5th, so that would be January, February, March, April, May. May of 2019. I've got until that time, roughly, to cook all of these. Little tip about food itself in general. Once you've cooked it, or even before you've cooked it, if you freeze it, okay, that will expand the lifespan beyond the actual best before date. But you will have effectively a new best before date, so you'll have to take it out the freezer, let it thaw, and then cook it. And then if you don't want to eat it, you can put it back in the freezer, and it's had its lifespan expanded again. Genius, isn't it? Although I bet some people actually already knew that. Anyhow, that's this video done. Bye for now.